your experience, how have you learned to cultivate self-compassion and use it as a tool to identify and protect yourself from toxic relationships?
Yes, I think as women, it is especially challenging for us to practice self-compassion. And that's what it is. It really is a practice. It's something that you have to intentionally really cultivate for yourself. It's not something that I think naturally comes to us as women. At least that's been my experience. And it's the experience I hear from a lot of women and friends that I have, is that we really all struggle with really giving ourselves the same love and care and warmth that we give so generously to everyone else around us.
Right.
Right. And so one of the things that's really helped me to cultivate that sense of compassion for myself so that I can guard myself is to just spend time with myself. So going outside and sitting in my hammock and just literally not doing or saying anything, just sitting there and feeling present and with nature helps me really connect with my inner self, my inner voice, and paying attention to your body. What is your body telling you? And it's really taking the time to listen. I think sometimes as women, we're so busy and we're so caught up in the day-to-day of running a family, running a business, running a team. Our lives are so busy that it's very easy for us to be in our heads and disassociated from our bodies.
Yes.
And not really recognize the importance of really identifying and grounding ourselves in what we're actually feeling. What are the sensations that we're feeling physically? Because those physical sensations, those are a guide for us to warn us, to help us to know when we need to make changes, when we need to make decisions. So when I go outside and I sit in my hammock, for example, I just pay attention. What is my body telling me? What feelings am I feeling right now? Am I feeling a pit in my stomach? Am I feeling sensations in my fingers and toes? And really like being present in those feelings and letting your body feel them. And so that's something that I like to practice. And then the other thing that I like to do is just walk. Just walking can really help me get centered in myself. So I would say highly encourage you to take the time every day as a woman to really journal out what it is you're feeling. Because the first step to self-compassion is self-awareness. Being aware of what it is that you're actually feeling and writing it down can really help you to identify it so that rather than it being this big mush of blended up stuff, you're actually able to get it out, separate it. By becoming self-aware, it allows you to process whatever that feeling is so that you can feel it and then let it go rather than letting it circle. So those are my three things: is just be outside, be with yourself, walk, and journaling. Those are things that have really helped me cultivate and practice self-compassion.
Okay. And so the self-compassion, how does that link into protecting us from toxic relationships? Is there something that you do through that introspection or as you're journaling that, yes, I heard what you're saying about feeling your body, sensations and that.
Yeah.
Do you go somewhere in that introspection where you're looking at your current environment of people around you and either sending love to some of those people with toxic relationships, even just recognizing which ones might be toxic?
Yeah, it's the second, and absolutely through journaling, understanding what's first what you're feeling, right? So understanding what your body is telling you. Are you feeling a racing heart, for example, which can be indicative of fight or flight? Is your heart rate up? Do you have a pit in your stomach? What is your body telling you? So first noticing those things and then asking yourself what may have triggered that. What interaction did you have previously or whatever caused you to have these reactions? So it's becoming aware of what you're feeling first and then looking for whatever relationship was the trigger point. And that can really help you to identify, hey, is this relationship helping or hurting me right now? What do I need to do to address it? So that would be my recommendation: is write down what you're feeling and what triggered it. What was the exchange that actually triggered it? And just get comfortable with understanding that discomfort.